I'm sorry if I seem like I'm not all the way there. I've been awake for so long. I can only sleep about an hour at a time, and even then, I'm so scared to close my eyes. Every time I fall asleep, he's there, at the foot of my bed, dressed in long robes, blacker than the moonless night. The hood covers his head and casts a shadow over his face. To be honest, I can't say how I know it's a he, I just know. I've talked to therapists, psychologists, no explanations. I've attempted lucid dreaming, but I'm so terrified, I become paralyzed. There's a lot about him I know, without an explanation as to how. He never speaks, he never moves. He just stands there, facing me. I can't see his eyes, but I know he's looking at me. Looking into me, perhaps. I don't know exactly what he wants or why he comes to me, but I know that he hates me. When I see him standing there, he hates me with such passion, I can almost feel it washing over me like waves. He hates me. He's evil. I can't say for certain that he's a demon. I don't know what he is, but I can tell you he's filled with darkness, consumed by it. He's evil. Even though he never moves, he scares me. Never has he spoken a word, never made any gestures, but yet I'm terrified. I wake up screaming in fear, but he never does anything. He scares me. He didn't always appear to me. When he did, the visits were few and far between. Once every 3 or 4 months, but then one day, he was gone. I went years without seeing him. I started to bury the memories. I started to heal. I started to move on. My life became normal and I forgot. I don't know why. My life was stable. Everything was fine and I was happy. But he came back. It was only once, but all the memories I'd buried came rushing back. And then he came again and again. He showed up once a month, then once a week, then nightly. Then, about a month ago, something changed. I awoke into my dreamscape in the bedroom, and there he was like so many times before, but something was odd. I realized he was closer. I bolted up in my bed screaming. He was gone. I'd been dreaming again, but it was so real, I almost didn't notice the transition back into reality when I awoke, so exhausted from lack of sleep. I was out before my head hit the pillow, so I lay there in bed. I was sure I was dreaming again. Eyes closed tight, I could feel his hatred. I was terrified. Slowly I opened my eyes and looked, but he wasn't at the foot of my bed. He was standing next to my head. I tried to scream, but I couldn't make a sound. I tried to will myself awake, but I couldn't. He leaned in, and all I could see was his mouth, twisted and angry, but slowly became a smile, and everything went black. No more dreaming. Black for the rest of the night. That was the last night I slept for any length of time. Since that night, I sleep maybe 2 to 3 hours, 1 hour at a time in the middle of the day. I'm still terrified. I don't know how long I can handle this before my body shuts down. And if I sleep, he's gonna get me. I don't think it's gonna be much longer though. I've begun seeing him while I'm awake, just quick glances. Sometimes by himself, sometimes in a crowd. Always just standing there, always smiling. I think he's pleased with himself.